Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Welcome back to another WWE or wrestling belt related video. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and overlook and doing a quick comparison on the newest belt that I've added to my collection, which is the Winged Eagle version 2 replica. So I used to have the version 1 of like the WWE shop era Winged Eagle replica, which had the 4 or 5 millimeter plates. But that was the one on the white strap with the side bars were just their own separate pieces that were secured to the strap by their own set of screws. I ended up selling that belt in order to help finance or help pay for this one here. So this is the all gold. There's also this is the black strap, the traditional black strap. There's also the white strap in the version 2 style, as well as the blue and the lavender strap, which I was strongly considering and still at some point might add to my collection, since I'm looking to add probably 1 or 2 title belts to my collection per year, depending on what I'm interested in. And I definitely do want to pick up that purple strap one as well. But for now, we've got the version 2 of the all gold Winged Eagle replica here. So let me just actually, right now we're sort of in natural lighting, so we'll go with that for a little bit, but I probably will turn the overhead light on here in a moment. But we're just going to go from side to side here. So we do have, again, this is the updated shop strap with no stitching going around. You actually have like the textured snap boxes there, and then we've got the clamshell tooling, the little area here that is not the box of doom that you see on a lot of like the bootleg ones. They actually do shape it to contour with the rounded snap box there, as well as sort of to line with the rounded part of this tooling with the beveling going into the shell tooling. But yeah, these are the same plates as the dual-plated Winged Eagle, which I will be doing a quick comparison to because there's not a lot of differences, but there are a couple that I think are worth mentioning. And on the reviews that I've seen of this version of the Winged Eagle, I haven't seen one of the major points that I noticed right away really discussed or brought up. So anyway, we'll take a look at the side plates here. So we do have the sort of the leg sweep grapplers there with the scroll patterns on each side and the centered WWE Legends logo. And yes, they can't use the WWF logo. They legally cannot use it on merchandise. But you know what? I prefer the block WWE logo because it's just so beautifully symmetrical. And that goes a long way for me. Then we got the inner side plate with the collar and elbow tie-up here. Again, I got the same kind of patterns on either side, the sunburst on the top and bottom, and the WWE logo. And they're just the same plates but mirrored on the other side there. We do have the WWE Champion property plate, if whatever you want to call it, the Champion plate. The snap box here, which is a 2x5 versus a 2x, what's that? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 2x8. Looks like on this side here. And a 2x5 on this side. We do have the gold tip. And we do have the covered screws on the back. I'm just not going to bother flipping it over here. But then we got the center plate here. Now again, with this, we do have the strap attached just in the center here. So the strap does hang down. You can see the sidebars are attached. You do have the Relief World banner there, which sticks up from the rest of the belt. And then you've got the Eagle. This one has the painted-in heavyweight banner, as well as painted-in globes. Now, I don't think any version of the Winged Eagle actually had the little globes on the... Oh, get it to focus there. I don't think any of the actual versions of the Winged Eagle had these globes colored in or painted in. I know that the Mattel toy version has like the globe painted in, but they started with the Ultimate Warrior Signature Series replica, which was the first all-gold style of this Winged Eagle belt to actually come out. It had a ton of paint on it, different color paint, and the globes were painted in that one, so I don't know if it's just the way that they have the manufacturing process set up. That said, though, whoops, didn't mean to bump the camera. That said, though, I gotta be honest, I actually kind of like the way that it looks, because it makes the continent stand out a little bit better. So yeah, I think that's actually a really cool look there. And of course, you got the Eagle's wings, which do come up off of the strap. And the reason that I got this version, the all gold on the black strap, is because this cut of the leather with like the top kind of arching up like this and the wings sticking up off the side, this is the style of all gold winged eagle that The Undertaker won in the 1991 Survivor Series. So the very first time he became world champion, WWF champion, this was the style of winged eagle, or at least the closest to that style of winged eagle that we have there. So yeah, that's the belt. Actually, you know what? Let's just flip it over real quick so you can see. Again, the screws are all covered there. Strap itself is pretty decently flexible for, like, you know, a polyurethane strap. But yeah, really cool stuff. You got like the nice, you know, sort of deep stamping on the simulated tooling. Feels really good there. And one thing I actually didn't realize is that this area here on the outside of the strap, this is actually angled on, like, sloping downwards. And it's just really hard to see, but it's a cool little detail that I didn't expect them to actually do. So, now just let me go grab my dual-plated winged eagle and I'll be right back. All right. So, keep hitting the camera. So here we got the dual-plated. I've already done a review video of this one in the past, but again, just a few little bits of differences here that I thought are worth showing off. Number one, we do have the painted heavyweight, unpainted heavyweight banner here versus the black paint heavyweight banner on this one. I have had people ask if I was planning on painting in the heavyweight banner on my dual-plated winged eagle, and it was something that I was considering, but now I'm going to leave it as is because I want to show sort of the evolution of the title design. So having the unpainted WrestleMania 4 original style sort of winged eagle, you know, look to it, and then these, like, the more modern version, I think that's perfectly fine. One thing about the all gold winged eagle here, though, is the eagle's face. You can actually see the blue paint kind of going into like behind, like where the beak detailing is. It's not like that on the dual plated. So you can see the dual plated doesn't have that at all. I watched a video by Stephen Hammer, and he's been a really, you know, great person in the belt community. He's talked about modifying his belt to remove that. I don't know if I want to quite go that far myself. I will say, though, the version 1 winged eagle that I had on the white strap also had the blue paint going in that little crevice there between, like, the beak and the head. So I don't know why they decided to do that, but it's just the way that it is. But the other major thing here is the fact that the shade of blue on the globe is now much darker, noticeably darker, on the all gold winged eagle than it is on the dual plated. So the dual plated had a very light blue coloring to it, sort of the same color I think that they had on the big eagle. So it's just a very sort of light blue, almost like a Jamar coloration to it, because Jamar used to like using a much lighter blue on his globes, but Reggie Parks had a darker blue on his. And now I know that the lights coming in and might be affecting it a little bit, but hopefully you can tell that this blue is darker than the other one there. So for the people that were upset with the globe coloring on the dual-plated winged eagle, it does look like that's something that has been fixed. Anyway, there we go. That was my look at the all-gold version 2 winged eagle. I call it the Survivor Series 91 Undertaker Championship. And like I said, I did sell my other winged eagle on the white strap to pay for this one, but I wanted to have this version because it was like the style, the strap, the cut of the leather. And I know this is simulated leather. You don't have to correct me about that in the comments, but just like the cut of it is much closer to what we had at the 91 Survivor Series, where The Undertaker won his first ever WWF Championship. And so I wanted that version of the winged eagle. And again, same version like that Bret the Hitman Hart held. At least maybe not the leather cut, but the all gold plates. And yeah, like the Winged Eagle was never one of my favorite designs until I started collecting belts. And I got to be honest, it's really getting up there. Like I think this is probably my number 3 favorite design of all time now. For world titles at the very least, behind the Big Eagle at number 2, and of course the Undisputed Championship at number 1. But yeah, this is just a beautiful championship, and I'm really glad to have both the dual plated and the all gold versions in my collection now. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you picked up either of these replicas? What are your thoughts on them? Are you planning on picking them up? Who was your favorite champion to hold the Winged Eagle, either dual-plated or single gold-plated version? Let me know that in the comments below. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, take care.